G3, yes, not G7, G8, G20, nor the G2 of the two superpowers, the US and China. That's some folks talk about, but a world trio made up of the US, China, and the Bharat Empire. This is the grand blueprint of the Indians, becoming a developed nation by 2040, solving all the leftover issues from the India-Pakistan partition, taming Pakistan and Bangladesh, joining in to shape international rules. What you're seeing isn't a Bollywood soap opera. It's the daily bragging of many Indian politicians. Since the Bharat Empire invented AI, airplanes, satellites, and explored the moon back in ancient times, snagging the world's third spot under Modi and the BJP's leadership shouldn't be tough, right? Yep, friends. In this video, we're diving into the Bharat Empire's superpower dream. After Modi got humiliated by Trump at the White House, the Bharat Empire's media didn't tone it down or stop boasting. Instead, they hyped up von der Leyen's visit to India, touting stronger Europe-India ties in 6G and AI. Von der Leyen praised India as the world's biggest democracy, sending the Bharat people into a suffocating high. They grabbed their $80 secondhand phones, hit the streets in a wild celebration, accidentally wandered into a rich neighborhood, and got beaten by security, who told them low-caste groups are strictly banned from entering. The Bharat Empire joining the democracy club is glory for the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, and the like. So what are you low-caste untouchables celebrating for? Did you really think you're equal to your high-caste masters? Still, that didn't dent the patriotism of Bharat netizens. Ramesh Kumar, who joined the party, went back to his slum, sat in a 40 degrees Celsius shack, braved the stench and mosquito harassment, and Googled superpower standards plus India leading a multipolar world. Soon he stumbled on a 1990s style, shoddily made website packed with India first, Bharat's great revival, G3, 2040 developed nation, Modi, BJP, and the like, finally finding his soul's home. Then the power cut out. His $100 third-hand computer puffed black smoke. The screen went dark. But the fire of hope in his heart lit up. This was bound to be a sleepless night. On the superpower front, first off, we gotta talk industrialization. What's a superpower? It's the peak of industrialization. The US has Detroit's car empire. China's got Shenzhen's tech marvels. What about the Bharat Empire? They've got ox carts and rickshaws. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking traditional transport. But if you haven't even finished industrializing, can you quit dreaming of G3 already? India still has 41% of its people living off farming, mostly subsistence farmers. They can't even spread modern-age machinery, let alone heavy industry or manufacturing. Tata Motors brags up a storm, but core parts come from abroad. They can't even whip up a decent battery production line. Meanwhile, China's 2024 EV sales topped 10 million, leading the world by miles. The US has Tesla holding it down, with industrial roots too deep to fathom. The Bharat Empire's stuck in Modi's workshop mode, leaning on BJP slogans and cow dung engines, somehow picturing itself as an industrial powerhouse. Hilarious. This industrial level wouldn't even impress Vietnam, an ASEAN member country. Never mind Malaysia or Singapore. Next, let's hit core tech. A superpower's gotta have standout tech, right? The US has Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Silicon Valley giants. China's got Huawei, DJI, BYD, TikTok, Tencent, Alibaba, star players. What's India got? The Bharat Empire calls itself an IT superpower because they've got a few coders taking outsourcing gigs. Come on, debugging code for the US isn't core tech. Real core stuff: chip design, 5G base stations, new energy batteries, smart manufacturing. Which one's a Bharat strength? None, not a single one. Forget chips. They can't even make high-end machine tools. Their defense firms lean on Russia's second-hand junk to keep up appearances. China's semiconductor game can wrestle the US. AI's a US-China duel. What about the Bharat Empire? Still cooking up green energy with cow dung, if that counts as core tech. I'd say Hindu extremism's got some wild imagination. BJP keeps yelling self-reliance, but even a decent EV battery has to come begging from China. G3. Don't kid yourself. They don't even crack the top 10 in G20 tech strength. What's there to compare with the US and China? Third, military might. A superpower needs a fighting force. Yeah? The US has 11 nuclear-powered carriers, projecting power anywhere globally. Its army and air force are top tier. No need to elaborate. China's got J-20, J-35, Dongfeng missiles, tons of nuclear and conventional subs, carriers, amphibious warships. Overall strength lags the US, but holds a deterrence balance. The Bharat Empire? Their pride's a second-hand Soviet carrier, Vikramaditya, plus the still unreliable homegrown Vikrant. The laughs these two carriers churn out match the number of planes India's military crashes. India's army's got numbers, over 3,000 tanks. But most are creaky old Russian T-72s. Even their homemade Arjun tanks, so bad the military hates it. Air Force. Rafale jets get hyped to the skies, but there's so few they might not even beat Pakistan's JF-17s. Navy's a no-go. China's got 370 warships, eyeing 435 by 2035. Bharat's at 150, quality and tonnage leagues apart. With that strength, they want to go toe-to-toe with China in the Indian Ocean? Dream on. They've got some nukes, sure, but that nuclear triad is just for show. If they fire, no telling if it'll hit the enemy. It's way more likely to blow up their own folks. Bharat Empire's star lineup: Tejas fighter, Arjun tank, Insa's rifle, Dhruv helicopter, Arahant sub, Vikrant carrier. Any one of these could star in a video and have the whole comment section rolling on the floor. Fourth, geopolitics. A superpower needs allies. Influence, right? The US has NATO. China's got the Belt and Road. What's the Bharat Empire got? Check their neighbors: Pakistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. Which one's cozy with India? None. They're all leaning toward China. Pakistan's a no-brainer. It's India's archenemy. Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. They're tightening economic ties with China because begging off the Bharat Empire versus being a dignified nation. That's a real difference. Modi's always shouting neighborhood first, but the neighbors hate the Bharat Empire more each day. Why? Hindu extremism and BJP's short-sighted diplomacy pissed off everyone around them. China's building ports in the Indian Ocean. The US is rallying Indo-Pacific allies. Bharat's just clinging to Uncle Sam's leg to scrape by. Wanna be G3? You can't even handle the rest of South Asia. And you're dreaming of global chess with the US and China? Wake up. A world orphan surrounded by foes doesn't get to be a superpower. Fifth, even if the world goes multipolar, don't bet on Bharat cracking the top 3. The EU's got Germany, France. Its economy's not far off the US or China. Russia's got energy and arms, still stirring global storms. Japan keeps it low-key, but its tech and economic depth leave India in the dust. Among rising powers, Brazil's got resources and potential. ASEAN's got economic spark and regional teamwork. Which one isn't more solid than Bharat? Indian media's always hyping population dividend. But what's the result? Young folks can't find jobs. Unemployment's through the roof. They can't even sustain decent manufacturing. BJP's yelling 2040 developed nation, but per capita income's just $2,400. Worse than Bangladesh. G3. Get real. Bharat wouldn't make G10. And they want to sit even with the US and China? Even dreams need a half-decent script. Bollywood wouldn't dare shoot this. Don't even mention Brazil's Amazon riches or ASEAN's supply chain game. What's Bharat got to compete with? Modi's hot air? Save that to cheer yourselves up. Ugh, I'm beat. Need a break. Bharat Empire Media, can you chill out a bit? Every time I see your eye-bleeding ideas on YouTube, I can't help but want to make a video to roast you. But I'm tapped out. I'm supposed to crank out 10 videos a day. My stamina caps me at 2. Can you cut the comedy a little? Just say I'm throwing in the towel. Okay,